Crypto Kids. I'm reporting live from Dubai, and I just wanted to say firstly, thank you all so much for your kind concerns regarding our safety over the course of the weekend. We'll jump into the price of Bitcoin and crypto news in a moment's time, but as you can see for yourself, we're doing just fine. I'm currently walking in the Dubai Marina, one of the most popular touristic spots in the nation, and I think the best place to live in the world. People are riding their scooters, they're having lunch, they're having coffee. So far, we're doing okay. So thank you for your concern, and I'm confident that we will continue to be okay. Let's go to the office, and I'll show you what Bitcoin is up to there.
Okay, we're back in the office and I want to take you first into the S&P 500, and it's going to, well, give us direction into what Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market can do next. I think you're going to find this analysis very interesting, and then we'll pivot into the midterm year and look at where Bitcoin is and a very key point that Ben Cowan highlighted this evening. So S&P 500, if you remember, over the course of the past few videos, we've stated that I expect about a 10% correction and even more actually for the S&P. And that's because of the correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P 500. You can see that Bitcoin and the S&P, they are basically correlated about 80 to 90% of the time, almost perfectly, but the overall macro direction is essentially 100% correlation, right? And they are correlated because there are two assets that are risk on. Well, one of them is an index, the other one is an asset, which represent risk on. The S&P 500 and the M2 money supply share also about a 95 to a 97% correlation together. The more that liquidity goes up, the more valuable that risk on assets become due to asset price inflation. And Bitcoin is just a sub indicator of that. Now, the direction for the S&P 500 becomes very interesting to observe when you put all of these three together. Like I said, for the past few weeks, I can go to my profile and then we'll switch over to Julian. February 23rd, I said that the S&P is going to, well, in my opinion, experience a capitulation. Why? Look, in 2021, when the price of Bitcoin fell first, and then the S&P 500 actually followed right after. All right? So there has been historically a lag between when the S&P finds its top and when Bitcoin finds its top. This may seem less severe than what's taking place here, but it's just that the nominal figure is higher. So from 126 to 60,000, that's a bigger dollar drop, but in percentage terms, it's the same. So look now, Bitcoin has dropped. The S&P should now follow course. M2 money supply is also being capped. Look, the M2 money supply also experiencing a topping. So I think that the S&P will continue its drop. And what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, if risk-on markets drop, or the traditional risk-on markets drop, then Bitcoin's drop will most likely be elongated. We can see that Bitcoin is experiencing its traditional early March rally. Every single March, apart from 2022, Bitcoin goes up. It sees a small move to the upside. So on average, during the midterm year, Bitcoin experiences a small rebound early March, and then it continues its decline for many more months. When I take a look at Bitcoin, our bearish pennant, which we had previously, has shifted into a bearish flag instead. So look onto the daily scale, you will notice that we've morphed out of the bearish pennant into a bearish flag because we've exceeded our consolidation. Now, if $72,000 is broken, I think we can reach 84 and then see a drop from there. But if 72 is not broken, then I just see Bitcoin doing the following. So it's either we break here, we go to 84, and then we see a drop, or we decide to do the consolidation and we break to the downside, just like what we did in 2022. Same story, right? So I can't be bullish, unfortunately, for this year. But going into the next few years, when we reset the bull cycle, obviously now is, I think, a good time to be buying and accumulating, and then we'll go back upwards. WTI, I don't know if we brought it up in the last video or we brought it up in the last live stream on the Moonshow channel, is continuing its massive breakout from the prolonged descending consolidation that it experienced since 2022. So we're breaking out W formation. If this neckline is broken, then I think crude oil, with the geopolitical events we have currently, and President Trump saying that this war or attack, whatever you want to call it, can continue for many more days, then I think crude oil would continue its surge. Silver lost 7% of its value in the past 24 hours. Gold lost 4%, but the macro trend is bullish. So that sums up today's video. If you're looking for a place to be trading Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, make sure to check out the links in the description down below and get the best bonuses available when you sign up to LavX Weeks and Coinfer Bybit Ubit with the links in the description. And if you want these daily Bitcoin updates, subscribe to become a crypto kid and destroy the like button. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next update video very soon. Bye-bye.